Number 6, lost I-130 approval update. Okay, so I had this situation, unfortunately, where I had a couple of approvals for I-130s at the Texas Service Center. And for some reason, it was right around the time there was that big hurricane in Texas. And all these files got lost. I'm like, how do you lose a digital file? But they did. So the National Visa Center, after 3 months, is saying we can't find it. You have to mail a full copy of the case to USCIS, but don't do it yet until you call them and talk with them. So we called them and they say, okay, wait 30 days. We wait 30 days, call them back, and they say, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? I have a tracking number. Let me talk to a tier 2 officer. And then the USCIS officer hangs up the phone on you because they don't feel like hearing it. This is the government services. So you call back, and this is an actual scenario, and ask for a tier 2 officer. And luckily, that tier 2 officer called back like 2 hours later because they said an officer is going to call you between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. in the next 30 days, 30 business days. So be prepared. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I have a life. I can't just sit by the phone for 30 days. This is crazy. But luckily, the officer called 2 hours later. Unlikely, the officer had no idea what I was talking about. I'd never heard of it. So he's like, I don't know. Let me do a case request from the Texas Service Center, see if they know. I'm like, you really serious? These people are waiting for 5 months now. This is what you're going to do to us? So, but that's USCIS. So that's so much for complaining about them. One of the cases, we're doing different methods. Contacting the senator for one case to see if that's faster. The senator's office is just not responding. The senator's gotten really bad, most of them. And you got to call them 50 times for them to actually listen to you. And they'll just come up with nothing. But one of the cases, we made an ombudsman's request, and that got fixed in 30 days, where at least USCIS contacted us saying the case was transferred to NBC. We still haven't got the welcome notice. It's been 10 days, so that's about 7 days. But okay, well, hopefully that works. So I went and did that for the other case too, even though we have a case status request from the Texas Service Center, kind of throwing everything out there. It's adding so much time that we updated our contract to say there's extra fees for government errors, because to fix this kind of stuff, it ends up taking a couple hours, and the clients are calling you up. They're like angry and like, dude, what do you want to do? This is crazy. So we added 2 parts in our contract. Doesn't in bold like government errors, because it's just getting so much more, and you can expect that it's just going to get worse and worse. There may be additional fees. Now, I always have a tough time charging extra fees or following up on that, but I'm going to try to get more serious about that in the coming fiscal year.